Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Naija Knows. I'm Nika.
Alicia.
And Alicia Tori is taking a trip, so she is on vacation. She'll be back with us next time. So it's a lot of things going on in the news, pop culture and political news. But we don't touch on political today. We ain't gonna touch on that today. With
Not even a little
Trump
bit. Not even
and
a little.
some things going on. But one thing pop culture wise is
Yes.
there has been a, discussion. I don't want to say debate, but discussion about respect and disrespect in a relationship, right? So some event, I don't know what event it was, Megan Good, Jonathan Majors, Michael Ealy. So the clip that's on the internet, the initial clip
Yes.
is
Yes.
Michael Ealy greeting Megan Good and picking her up and hugging her, swinging her around a circle. And Jonathan Majors, his face is like, to me, his face was looking like, all right, bro,
Nigga, what?
you're doing a lot. But
Into
apparently there
mud.
was, more to the video. That was the only part that was shown. Apparently he did greet Jonathan Majors first. But regardless, what is considered respectful, disrespectful when it comes to, your mates greeting their other friends, especially with
So
their friends in this case of the opposite sex.
exactly. Because they're all in the acting world, they know each other. It could be a large span of time that they hadn't seen one another. They may communicate via, however, texting, telephone calls, FaceTime, whatever. Maybe it's their first time seeing each other, and that's how he wanted to greet her. Like he was just like, oh my God, this is, my sister, my actor, my actress sister. And I want to, really give her a good embrace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it hadn't been someone, now, Jonathan Majors, sir, you're in the industry as well. They know each other. They've worked together in films and whatnot. And if you're a man who is secure in who he is, that shouldn't have bothered you. That's your woman. If you doing right by her, she ain't going nowhere, right? So why would a hug like that have intimidated you if that's just your friends? If you know that they're just friends, that's
Right.
my take on it.
Yeah, I can agree. Even with the new, I guess I won't say new information, but Megan Good actually commented on whatever post it was. But anyway, knowing that he did greet him first before he greeted
Mm-hmm.
her, to me, his body language still said like, "Hey,
Calm down.
bruh, like chill, chill." So I know it was a discussion in the car on the way home. I know it was
Oh, absolutely.
to be. Now, me, I can agree with you. I probably, even if I know that they know each other, that was, to me, it was a bit much. But again, if I'm new in the relationship, I don't know how well they know each other. They know each other way before I came along, so I get it.
Exactly.
But I definitely probably would be doing a little side eye myself.
Okay. So here's a question. You're in a relationship. You know your significant other has female friends that have been there since childhood. Like it ain't nothing that they just friends. And maybe they hadn't seen each other in a while. And he's like, babe, come on, I want you to go out to dinner and meet my friend. I hadn't seen her in let's say 5 years.
Mhm.
And he greets her like that, or she greets him like that. How are you and they don't live in the same state, they don't see each other often. Like I said, it's been what, 5 years? So, for shits and giggles. How you reacting if
I
he's
mean,
like,
the
hey
way
babe, this is my friend who I've talked about all the time, and y'all introducing you like, hey girl, hey, all that, and then they embrace. How are you reacting?
I mean, the way that I am, like you never gonna see me sweat anyway, because that's just how I am, period. Like you gonna have to be looking for a reaction from me. Like, dang, does that affect
Mm-hmm.
you or not? Because I ain't gonna give you nothing.
Yeah.
Would I feel some kind of way? I don't know. I think it maybe depends on how much he's talked about her or what he's told me. It
Mm-hmm.
definitely would give me a little pause in the beginning. Like, okay, that's an extra friendly hug. Would I be mad? Not necessarily, but I probably would have a couple questions, like, okay, so how well do you? Because listen, let's be real, we all adults. I
Yes.
have male friends that are strictly friends. Nothing has ever happened, nothing will ever happen.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'd be lying if I didn't say I have, a male friend that, yes, we are friends and we've been friends for a long time. But have we messed around before? Yeah, we have. Can you maybe tell when we greet each other? Probably so, because it is a
Maybe.
little friendly if I say so myself. The hug is a
Okay,
little extra
so
tight.
let's switch it then. Let's switch it. Say if it's you with that shoe on your foot and you're being, babe, this is so and so. I talked about him all the time. And that's how your male friend is embracing you and your significant other, maybe got some questions on the car ride.
I would definitely probably get a little stiff, just because
Mhm.
that's how I am. And the male friend that I'm talking about, that's, we don't see, he doesn't live here. We don't see each other all the time, blah, blah, blah. But, we have talked about it. And he's always like, hey, listen, that's why when you tell me that you're talking to somebody, I back off because I'm going to respect your relationship. And I don't want to make another man feel like, his place is being questioned.
Mhm.
So I definitely would have questions either way. Or I might give, if I'm the one receiving the hug, I might be like, oh, okay, hold on now. My man's here. You're doing a lot. But that's just
Okay.
how I am. And I wouldn't want my man to feel disrespected or feel like, he got to question me about, the relationship with that person.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I
So
said, you
are
know,
we saying that Megan should have been like, wait, 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 no, put me down. Like I'm
I
happy to
mean,
see
it
you. Put
probably
me
it
down.
probably caught her off guard, honestly, because it didn't look like she was necessarily expecting it. She just looked like she was
Okay.
expecting a regular hug, and he decided to pick her up and swing her around, type of deal. Like, wow, okay, yeah, wow, that's she probably wasn't expecting it.
Okay. Okay.
But I think there is, yeah, you have to know your mate. You have to know
That
what
too.
their boundaries are, what's considered respectful and disrespectful. So even if you think it's okay, there's nothing wrong with it. If your mate feels like there is a problem, you should take that into consideration.
But touching on what you just said too, like she didn't expect it. So how, I don't think that it would be fair for him to, I mean, yeah, I guess you can be in your feelings, but to make a big deal out of it, especially if it's not something that she provoked to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and we don't know.
So
He could have just been looking, just watching for all I know. It's like just me
yeah, that's, we don't know. We're just
we
looking
don't
at his
know. We
facial
have no
expressions. He
idea.
could have
We're
been just
literally
fine.
it's like a 2 second video and we're making whole judgments based on 2 seconds. He could have been just perfectly fine. He might always look like that whenever he watching her. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't think he
Here
can
we
really
go judging people.
I don't think he can really get mad. Yeah, I'm sure he would have questions though. That just I don't know. I'm just basing that on my experience with men. And these are men that I'm not even, just we just getting to know each other. And,
Yes.
I say something or mention something, and they're like, well, then they got comments like, whoa, bro, we don't be questioning me, okay? We're not there yet.
That's when you get defensive.
Yeah. If we ain't there, then I'm not gonna ask you about what you doing. Don't ask me what I got going on. Once we're there, then
And
there. Cool.
so I just remembered, didn't he have, well, it was something was it in the court? Something happened and she stuck beside her man.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
okay, all
where
right. So he should know.
the white woman he
Mm,
was with accused him of
that's right.
some form of abuse. I don't remember which one. And they had all the videos where he's chasing her around. She basically, I won't say she ruined his career, but it kind of, because his career was on the uprise. He had just got
Started
booked for
on the
that Marvel
descent.
movie. Like he was
Yeah.
about to be like super duper big. And then that just like killed that. So
Halt.
he's in the
Halt.
rebuilding phase right now, I think. And she stuck beside him. She went to court with
That's what I'm saying.
him.
Like she stuck beside him. Like, so you shouldn't be looking at her no type of way, sir. You should
Yeah.
smile. You should just
Yeah. How black women tend to be sometimes. Stick beside. Well, I can't even see black women. All women do that. I'll stick beside
Yeah.
them.
And
Whatever.
that's why really shouldn't, there shouldn't have had been a conversation on the way home.
What
Because
about in your
she's,
case when it's women? Because you don't date men. You're not with a man.
mhm.
So if you're out with your partner and somebody comes and greets her, or she picks them up and twirls them around, what you going?
Well, one, I know how she is, and she can be a little, a little flirty, but she also knows boundaries. But there's been situations where we're out somewhere, she might speak to somebody and I may not get introduced, but I always know Give it about 10 minutes. She'll tell me what was up, and it's probably some BS. Like I didn't want to be rude to that person, but it wasn't worth me saying, "Oh, hey." But there's been more times where I've been introduced than other times than that, or anything crazy happening. So because you, like you said, you got to know your partner and you got to know who you're dealing with. So no, I'm not gonna feel no type of way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely
Now, I mean, a hug is a hug. Now you going, kissing and didn't like, hold on now. What the fuck we doing?
yeah, it's and I think with like men in particular, it can get a little tricky
Mhm.
because of how we women react. So even if he tells us the full truth, yes, this is someone let's just say it is someone he dealt with physically in the past.
Yes.
It didn't work out, but we've been cool, just keep in touch here and there. You know how we get.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how we get. We
Yeah, I know.
know how we
I
get.
know.
So he
Trust me, I've been
does
there.
not want to tell us because of how we react. Not that they are
Yes.
purposely or just want to be dishonest, but they're just trying to save the reaction, the grief they may have to deal with.
And
They tell us
that's
the
why
full
even with
truth.
dealing with women, I've had to learn how to kind of tone that down because you want people to come and give you information, right?
Mhm.
So you have to be able to control your reactions, and having these big reactions, come and tell me. I mean, you're gonna get a reaction, but it's not gonna be the type of reaction that's going to ever deter you from wanting to come and tell me anything, or a question like, damn, should I tell her? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
practice. Lots of
I've
practice.
tried. It hasn't always worked or hasn't. I haven't always been the best at it to make sure that when I am in a relationship that is a safe space,
Yes.
so that he can feel comfortable telling me things that I may not necessarily like, but
Hmm.
telling me information that I need to know because that's how I like to feel, with my man once I get one.
Yeah.
If he comes
But
along.
they
Been a
still
few
not going to
years,
know
but
everything.
you
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
you know, I be trying to be optimistic, keep hope alive. At the same time, it's like I don't care. Is that weird? I care,
No,
or maybe I'm telling
but you
myself I
do.
don't care to show that so that I can hide the fact that I really do care. I don't know, but I don't care enough to like make any real effort.
Right.
Been my problems. Like I'll try for like weeks, but if it ain't reciprocated, like all right,
You're not gonna do the extra.
I'm
You're
not the
not.
type
You're
to
not gonna put in that.
chase.
Yeah.
So if I do, it seems like some of these men want to be chased or, feel like oh my
Princess
God, why
treatment.
would you call me? Why would you text me? That's just,
You didn't text me today.
I'll just be
You
like,
didn't call me.
I'll try. I'm always gonna try, but
Yeah,
I like breaking my back to try to get a text
absolutely not.
or call,
No,
phone
she not.
call.
Y'all, she be forgetting sometimes.
I legit
Should I text him?
do.
Like, yes, child. How long has it been? Just
Like, oh,
few
damn, it's
days.
been
It's
like
been like
three,
a
4 days.
week, girl. Yeah.
But it's because I'm so used to being by myself. I don't, there's nobody checking for me in that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Outside of my children, ain't nobody really like, girl, you ain't called me today. Nobody's doing that. So I'll be thinking about
Nobody
it.
got time.
So yeah, even to get in a relationship and get to this point that we're talking about now about worrying about who's hugging who and how long and how tight the hug is, like, yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get there because I have to
I'm
care.
starting to wonder, like, you're gonna have to really care first.
Yeah, first step
Yeah.
is to care.
Yeah.
And that's the part where I'm kind of stuck.
We're working on it, y'all. We're working on it. It's a work in progress.
And it sounds like, oh my gosh, she's so horrible, but I'm happy
No,
for her.
no, she's not. She's a lovely person. She
Nice
really is.
person
I've
to
known
be
her for
around.
many, many years.
I'm super
She
cool.
mad cool. Yeah. Yeah,
It's
she
just when
really
it comes
is.
to that, I just don't be like gung ho about it anymore.
Yeah.
I used to
And
be.
because she's my friend, and I'm gonna put it on everybody else. It's not her. It's them.
It's
It
always.
is not her. It is always them. It is not her.
I really do try. When I try, I try.
Yes.
I really do. I will put in the effort. I don't mind doing that for something that I want to pursue.
And that's why I say it's them. It's not you.
Right. Because I'm like, If it ain't, I chase you, you chase me. It's reciprocated. And at some point we're gonna run into
I
each other.
see you going to a slow kind of jog. I'm gonna slow down.
Never actually catch you. We're just gonna do a nice little trot. We're trying to actually catch you. Enjoy the thrill of the chase. I sound like a man. Oh my God, this is horrible. This is why
See
I'm
what
having
happens?
problems. I'm acting like a man. That's what they're telling us anyway these days. Oh, man, y'all women are too
Uh-huh.
masculine. Okay. And I just be
It's
like,
y'all fault.
all right, bro.
It is what it
I'm asking
is.
him.
What you mean? What you talking about?
I'll argue with you, whatever you say it is. All right, dude. Oh, we done got way off topic. Anyway,
We sure did.
disrespect should not be
Yes.
tolerated, but you should know your partner's boundaries, their
Yes.
limitations, their expectations. And it's a give and take, a little bit of both.
Yes.
Just I always think like, okay, so if they were to do that to me, how would I feel about it? And that's going to
Absolutely.
determine whether I feel like it should be done or not.
Yes.
If I feel like I'm
Coupled with knowing who you're dealing with. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot of thought processes that goes on with stuff like that. It's tiring.
Reason number 335, why I stay by myself.
I knew she was gonna say
What?
that.
Thought processes?
You
What?
gotta do a lot of thinking, boy. It's a lot of thinking.
Can it just be easy? I like you, you like
It
me.
becomes easy after a while. Because you have to go through that getting to know
Yeah.
phase, and it becomes second nature to where you just know. But it is a process in the beginning.
Yeah. And because a lot of us people in general are not honest from the beginning, we always
Mhm.
send out the representative of this sort of, presentation of what we are. And then when people, start to get to know you a little bit better or time goes on, then you're like, you're not as appealing as I thought you were. Vice versa.
Damn.
They think I'm not as appealing as they thought I was. And I just be
You're
like,
really not it, huh? No.
and again, I
No,
just
we
be
are
like,
always it anyway.
bruh. Get that from my boy, bruh. I mean, all right. I'm not as appealing. All right.
Okay. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Tap
I
dance.
think what would always, and it's crazy because it used to piss my mom off too, but I noticed it would piss off people that I'm in a relationship with. Like when they start doing all this, I'm gonna just sit there and look at you.
And it's it's odd to me that you not saying anything drives people nuts. They
Nuts.
cannot stand it when you're just listening,
Yeah.
giving them the attention they need, not interrupting. You just, and that freaking
Pisses them off.
pisses them off.
Drives them through the freaking wall. Yeah.
You're just like, not gonna say anything.
That's my
You're
equivalent
not gonna
of,
react.
you want me to say? Like,
You right. Are we good now? You're right.
are we done?
We done?
Okay.
You sound like assholes for real.
I
You're
mean, I'm at a point like, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I am.
oh yeah, a little bit.
Like, why deny it at this point? We too old. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Anyway.
For
All
the
right,
love of
y'all.
all
Make
assholes.
sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.
All right. Bye.